Irfan Khan Pathan was considered by many, with reason, as the most talented swing and seam bowler to emerge from India since Kapil Dev. Within a couple of years in international cricket, he was thought of as a possible successor to Kapil Dev in the all-round department. There was a talent to back the hype. Cast your mind back to January 2006, when the lethal curve of his late swing consumed, off the 4th, 5th and 6th balls of the Karachi Test, Salman Butt, Yunus Khan and Mohammad Yusuf, or to the previous Test in Faisalabad, where his 210-run partnership with MS Dhoni steered India past the follow-on mark. But a number of factors, not least the constant injuries that Kapil miraculously avoided, meant Irfan never really fulfilled his potential, and by his late 20s was more or less confined to bits and pieces roles in various IPL teams. Irfan was 19 when he made his Test debut in Australia, but already looked the part, bowling at a brisk pace and troubling quality batsmen with his left-arm swing. He played a big part in India's one-day and Test series wins on their revival tour of Pakistan in 2004. His batting soon took off and, under the management team of Rahul Dravid and Greg Chapela, he was regularly pushed up the order in ODIs with the promotion to number 3 immediately yielding a spectacular 83 against Sri Lanka in Nagpur. He was more than just a clean ball striker, though, and his sensible, straight-bat approach often bailed India out of strife in Tests as well. But, either side of that Karachi hat-trick, his bowling form nosedived, with his pace dropping significantly, and he struggled to make both the Test and ODI teams by the time 2006 had ended. He was sent back from the tour of South Africa in 2006 to focus on domestic cricket. He made the 2007 World Cup squad but didn't figure in a single game during India's disappointing campaign, and was thereafter dropped from both the Test and ODI sides. Recalled for the inaugural World T20 in September 2007, Pathan did not disappoint, snapping up 10 wickets at 14.90. His crucial spell of 3 for 16 in the final against Pakistan earned him the Man of the Match award. Irfan returned to the ODI side for the home series against Australia and Pakistan, and showed he had rediscovered his rhythm, based on which he was handed a recall in the third Test against Pakistan in Bangalore. He celebrated his comeback by making his first Test 100. He was subsequently picked for the Test series in Australia, and came into the side for the third Test in Perth, where he played a crucial part in India's famous win with 5 wickets and scores of 28 and 46 to claim the Man of the Match award. Irfan lost his place in the India squad in 2009 and subsequently struggled with loss of form and injuries. A back injury forced him to spend 8 months on the sidelines after the 2010 IPL, and he missed the entire domestic season. That did not stop him from being bought for $1.9 million by Delhi Daredevils at the 2011 IPL auction in January. After a mixed IPL season, he impressed during the 2011 to 2012 Ranji Trophy, and was the leading wicketaker after 4 rounds of the tournament. His performances earned him a recall to the national side when he was picked for the final to ODIs against the West Indies in December 2011. He came into his own during the one-day series in Sri Lanka in 2012, finishing as the highest wicketaker and most economical bowler. He played the 2012 World T20 also in Sri Lanka and played all of India's games in the tournament, before injury struck once more. Irfan has played no international cricket since then, but remains, like his brother Yusuf, a sought-after name at the IPL. He has had stints at Kings 11 Punjab, Daredevils and Sunrisers Hyderabad, as well as an injury-ravaged 2015 season where he did not play a single game for Chennai Super Kings. With Super Kings suspended for 2 years, the new franchise rising Pune Super Giants acquired Irfan at the 2016 auction for his base price of 1 crore rupees. Irfan Pathan debuted in Test cricket against Australia at Adelaide on 12 December 2003. His last Test match was against South Africa at Ahmedabad on 3 April 2008. Irfan Pathan debuted in ODI cricket against Australia at Melbourne on 9 January 2004. His last ODI match was against Sri Lanka at Pallekele on 4 August 2012. Irfan Pathan debuted in T20 International against South Africa at Johannesburg on 1 December 2006. His last T20 International match was also against South Africa at Colombo, RPS, on 2 October 2012. Irfan Pathan played 29 Test matches and took 100 wickets with a bowling average of 32.26. His best bowling of 7 for 59 against Zimbabwe at Harare in 2005 helps India to win the match by 10 wickets. Irfan Pathan was declared man of the match in that test. He also scored 1,105 runs in his entire Test career with a decent batting average of 31.57. His highest score of 102 against Pakistan at Bengaluru in 2007 goes in vain as the match ended as a draw. Interestingly, this was his only century in international cricket. He hits 1 century and 6 half-centuries along with 18 sixes in his entire Test career. As a fielder, he took 8 catches. Irfan Pathan played 120 ODI matches and took 173 wickets with a bowling average of 29.72. His best bowling of 5 for 27 against Zimbabwe at Harare in 2005 helps India to win the match by 161 runs. Irfan Pathan was declared man of the match in that ODI. He also scored 1,544 runs in his entire ODI career with a low batting average of 23.39. He had a decent ODI strike rate of 79.54. His highest ODI score of 83 as a pinch hitter against Sri Lanka at Nagpur in 2005 helps India to win the match by 152 runs. He hits 5 half-centuries along with 37 sixes in his entire ODI career. As a fielder, he took 21 catches. Irfan Pathan also played 24 T20 international matches and took only 28 wickets with a super strong bowling average of 22.07. His best bowling of 3 for 16 against Pakistan at Johannesburg in the ICC World 2020 2007 final helps India to win the match and T20 World Cup by 5 runs. Irfan Pathan was declared man of the match in the ICC World 2020 2007 final. He also scored 172 runs in his entire T20 international career with a strong batting strike rate of 119.44. His highest T20 international score of 33 not out against Sri Lanka at Colombo, RPS, in 2009 helps India to win the match by 3 wickets in an absolute thriller. He hit 7 sixes in his entire T20 international career. As a fielder, he took 2 catches. Irfan Pathan's first-class, List A, and T20 records were far better than international statistics. He played 122 first-class matches and took 384 wickets with a bowling average of 28.33. He also scored 4,559 runs with a batting average of 30.39. He has 3 centuries in his kitty. In List A, he played 193 matches and took 272 wickets with an average of 29.03. He also scored 2,454 runs with an average of 22.30 in List A cricket. Irfan Pathan also played 181 T20 matches and took 173 wickets. He also scored 2020 runs with a rock-solid strike rate of 124.07.